Alright, you know, I know I'm a little late to this, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to post a video on this, but you know what? I'm gonna just talk about it. So here's some old Street Fighter 6 beta footage. It's from the old beta, and I just want to talk about the news. If you don't know, which I'm sure everyone knows, right? So Street Fighter 6 is getting a big presentation, 30-minute presentation on Thursday. I am very confused because we've seen every single thing the game has to offer. So why is there a 30-minute presentation? And I don't want to, like, get my hopes up or anything, right? But, like, it's just really weird to me. What's the purpose of a 30-minute presentation on a game where every character has been revealed and every mode that we know of has been revealed, right? I mean, if you asked anybody, like, a week ago, they would have told you that we know every single thing that's in the game, right? So what could you possibly have a 30-minute presentation for, right? If you don't know, it also got leaked like a week ago that there will be another beta. So we can assume that the final beta will be announced next week. It'll probably be an open beta, and it will probably be the first time the PS4 version is playable, so hopefully it's not a disaster. Although I know that the unexpected PS4 version of Resident Evil 4 was really good, so hopefully it's the same for this game. Yeah, I'm just really confused on why there is a 30-minute presentation on a game where everything has been revealed, right? And the only thing I could imagine them showing is just story mode stuff, but at that point, that's just spoilers, you know? I mean, what's the point? But we'll see, you know? We'll see. If you don't know, the person that is hosting the live stream is literally Lil Wayne. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have high expectations. There's no reason for him to be hosting the live stream unless he has a song in the game. Meaning, there's a chance the soundtrack is saved, because Street Fighter 6 has the worst Street Fighter soundtrack of all time. I'm sorry. I didn't want it to be bad. It's not like I was hoping for it to suck, but it genuinely has the worst soundtrack a Street Fighter game has ever had. And it's not what they said it was, right? They said it was like quote-unquote street music. That's the term they used, but it is not rap or hip-hop at all. It's just some farts on a loop with some drums in the background. That's literally all it is. This game has genuinely, arguably, the worst fighting game soundtrack I've heard since Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and I mean that wholeheartedly. So, you know, it is unfortunate because Capcom is known for their absolutely insane bangers, and Street Fighter V, when it came out, was an absolutely garbage game, but the music was so slapping, it was insane. So it really sucks that they have probably the best Street Fighter game they've ever made, and the music sounds like a dog vomiting repeatedly. The only song that is an absolute banger in this game that I've heard so far is the lobby theme, which is good because that's the song you're going to hear the most, and the lobby theme is an absolute banger. But the actual in-game music is just like it's just terrible. So hopefully hopefully Lil Wayne will come in and maybe make a song for the game. That'll be one decent song, right? So yeah, I mean, if anything, it would be hype if they put his actual music into the game. Like, not like a song that he made for the game, but songs that he already has, you know? Like some... And here's the thing, I absolutely hate games that do this. You know, sports games, when they have, you know, the soundtrack, it's all the soundtrack is just a bunch of licensed music, right? It's terrible. However, I think this game will be saved if they have licensed music from actual rappers, right? I think the soundtrack will be saved if they use a bunch of licensed music. Obviously, for copyright issues, you know, they have to have the original soundtrack for people that want to stream the game. But if they had like a music pack or something that had actual licensed music, that would be so fire. Because the music in this game is absolutely atrocious. And you know, having like Lil Wayne or Drake or just somebody, it would just make it so much better. So, you know, that would be nice. But if not, Lil Wayne will probably have an original song. I don't know why he would even be hosting the event if he didn't have a song in the game. So, we'll see. I have hope for that, though. Hopefully he'll save this. Well, he won't save the soundtrack, right? If he has one song that's not going to redeem whatever the sounds that I hear playing in my ears during a fight are, but... you know, it'll help. It'll definitely help the soundtrack. So I do hope for that, because I was genuinely thinking about making a video where I had Street Fighter 6 gameplay and I replaced the gameplay with like I would have licensed music in the background to hear what it would actually sound like. Because here's the thing, right? When Street Fighter 3 Third Strike came out, it was a game that used hip-hop / rap. It was a rap-inspired game, right? And it came out in 1999. And the songs they made for that game, especially like the theme song and stuff, actually sounded like music from 1999, right? Here's the thing. If anybody, and I mean anybody, started spitting bars over a Street Fighter 6 song, they would get absolutely laughed at, right? The thing is, for the Third Strike theme song, you could actually picture somebody spitting bars over that, and they did, and it sounded pretty good. Any song in this game is like, bro, you gotta fire your producer. Like, what am I hearing? So that's my main part. That's my main problem. Nobody would actually spit bars to any song in this game at all. And that's what makes it so weird to me, because this is supposed to be a rap-inspired game, and it's just not, right? So hopefully there'll be some redemption on that side. Luckily the PC version can just mod the music out. But let's just hope that, at the very least, even if there's not licensed music, I don't think there's ever been a fighting game that had licensed music. So even if there's not licensed music, maybe, just maybe, we can get the old Street Fighter soundtrack in the game. Which, here's the thing, right? I like when Street Fighter V did that, but my main problem is, don't get me wrong, the Street Fighter 3 soundtrack is a banger. But there's not a theme song for Luke. There's not a theme song for James. These are new characters, right? They wouldn't have Street Fighter 3 theme song. And that's my problem with using old music, is that they don't have music for the new characters. Obviously, right? That wouldn't be impossible. So, that's why I really rely heavily on the actual soundtrack for the game being good. Unfortunately, that is not the case, though. Like I said, this soundtrack may be the worst soundtrack I've heard since Marvel vs. Capcom, and I mean that wholeheartedly. But for example, the song that you hear playing right now isn't that bad compared to the other songs in this game, and especially if you haven't heard the characters that aren't in the beta actually had their songs released, and a lot of them are abysmal. I would say most of the character themes in the beta are somewhat tolerable, but oh my god, wait until you hear the full soundtrack if you haven't already. I mean, Jesus. I think the problem is that even the songs that are somewhat decent, they are incredibly repetitive. Like, you get like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I have not listened to a full character theme in this game yet. Not a single one. By the time I'm literally 1 to 2 minutes into the song, I feel like I've heard the entire thing already. And for the most part, I'm correct. So yeah, you know, I guess there's a little bit of a rant about the music in this game, but I feel like it's important because Lil Wayne is literally hosting the event next week. So, you know, please save us. Please save us. Yeah, also, I believe the people that made the songs in this game are Capcom, and they made a lot of remixes in the Street Fighter V. I think. So my question is, what happened? Right? Literally, what happened? Are they just not able to make this style of music? I mean, I think it's very clear that they can't. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what happened with the soundtrack on this game, and I just hope that Lil Wayne is here to at least introduce one banger. But we will see. Overall, though, this is arguably the best fighting game I've ever played. So even though the music is abysmal, which is tragic because music adds a lot of hype to fighting games. You know what? The game is absolutely perfection. So I can't wait to play more of it. I will be incredibly furious if the final beta only has the same 8 characters though. Please stop doing that. I've played enough with these characters. But anyways, you know, like, subscribe, and yeah. I'm gonna probably upload another video on Monday, and we just gotta wait until this presentation happens, and I can't wait to see what's in it. So yeah.